So, Bob, I want to get into some personal things. Someone wrote in about a breakup that they have been struggling with for the past 9 years. They had a breakup 9 years ago, and they've been really struggling with it. And they have a question specifically to you. And so I want to get into that. What do you say, Bob?
I feel sad already.
Yeah. This is the Psychology in Seattle podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Kirk Honda. I'm a therapist and a professor.
And I'm your friend Bob, who's sad already, and an old friend from grad school.
Yeah. So this episode is just going to be for patrons of the podcast, because I imagine that we're going to get into some personal things. And I always figure it's better to just limit that exposure to the patrons, which is a much smaller audience than the entire world of the internet. So
it's a growing audience.
It is.
It's pretty impressive.
But it's still a small portion.
Oh, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
I'm happy to share. And I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm just impressed with, what you've done.
Yeah. So if you want to listen to this episode, you have to become a patron of the podcast by going to patreon.com. If you're not a patron, you will just hear the first, it'll end right now. But if you want to hear the full episode where I asked Bob about a breakup he went through many years ago and how he got through it, because I imagine he has a lot of wisdom in that, you have to become a patron of the podcast. So do that now if you want.